Gene Higgenbotham of a website and a blog called Who Dat Dish to get some insight on what's going on in New Orleans, as we just did, and now with the Saints. And let's start with Reggie Bush. He was a game breaker. He was a home run hitter. He was on a Super Bowl winning team, and a big part of that, had a good playoff run there. What's his legacy as a New Orleans Saint?
Well, I think that will always be his legacy, is that, I think, quarterback Drew Brees, talked about this, I guess maybe about a week ago, saying that, hey, he had high expectations coming in, and it's hard to live up to those things. But as far as his legacy, I think it is. It's helping him get to a Super Bowl, because Reggie kind of took a turn during the Super Bowl run, of course, with the infamous, Florida leap during the Miami Dolphins game into the end zone. He just changed his whole playmaking style. I believe the coach told him, like, hey, man, you're squatting, hundreds of pounds, instead of running the east-west, run north and, just bowl somebody over. And in the divisional game that they had against the Cardinals, he did just that. He was bowling people over, so, and people were just loving it. So, but he has that legacy of he did help the Saints get to the Super Bowl and actually win the championship. So that will always be his legacy, I believe.
Does Mark Ingram get the ball? Is he the #1 option to start the season?
I believe so. There's actually rumblings going on that a lot of people are tagging him to be the rookie of the year. His running style is hard and fast, and actually he's making people, including myself, reminisce a little bit, and he's kind of reminds us a little bit of Deuce McAllister, just his style of running. And he did have his welcome to the NFL moment. I believe his first practice, he got hammered by Jonathan Vilma. And safety Malcolm Jenkins had to kind of do, put a little salt in the wound, and he told him, roll tide, baby. So he's learning quickly that, hey, you can't give up on the plays. He thought the whistle had been blown, but he said, now lesson learned, and he's moving on. So I think he's making great strides there.
Gene, before we let you go, Heath Evans is not coming back to the Saints. You write an article on your website about it, and while people may say, he's a fullback, whatever, I covered Heath Evans when he was with the Patriots. He's one of those guys that he ends up being a spokesperson for the team. He's very well spoken.
Right.
He's also an emotional guy and ends up being a leader in the clubhouse. Big loss for the Saints or not?
I believe so. I've always liked Heath. When the first time he came here, I watched him in the first preseason game, and he was actually one of the wide receivers that they had. He was really on the practice squad. He had taken the ball. He kind of showboated a little bit, trying to do a little neon Dion high step in the end zone, and he got penalized for it. And they showed off camera where he kind of took him to the side and started pointing. And you could see, hey, we would have a touchdown right now, or we'd be here right now, but with you not thinking of but yourself, now we're back here. And I think Heath's that guy. He was a great locker room guy, involved in a lot of charities, had the charity softball game at Zephyr Field in New Orleans. And I hated to hear that, but when I saw that they brought Corey Hall in from the Green Bay Packers, it was kind of the same thing with with Ingram. You kind of saw where it was going. So, but I really hate to lose him, and I do think we're going to miss his leadership. But I don't know. I got a sneaky feeling maybe the Saints may try to keep him on, kind of like they did with Michael Lewis and Deuce being some team spokesmen. So.
Interesting. His name is Gene Higgenbotham. He works in the sheriff's office down in New Orleans, and he also is involved with a website called Who Dat Dish. I encourage you to check it out. Gene, we thank you for spending a few minutes with us here on the East Coast on Sports Buzz, and we'd love to reconnect with you as the season starts to get underway.
Oh, I'd love that, and thanks so much for having us.